Hello, I'm your current regional counselor, and I have been pleased to serve you for the past 10 years on council. I am Annette Groves, and I want to be your mayor. I want to take a few moments of your time today to set the record straight on a few important issues. My friends, this election is about real issues that face our community today. When I knock on doors and meet people on the street, they tell me they want their municipal government to work for them, not the other way around. They want their elected officials to have a plan for our future, and they want their tax dollars spent wisely on services that our growing population needs. Throughout this election campaign, I am sure you will hear many more interesting bits of fiction from my opponent, or what I like to call Morrison myths. When you do, please consider the motivation behind her words. She is more interested in spreading fear and unrest than building a bright future for you and your family. She is more interested in protecting her job than yours. She'll go around spreading misinformation about intensification, just a fancy word for apartment buildings in Bolton, when she's the one who supports this type of growth. I've even heard she's telling people that I want to bring more population within Bolton. Now that's another Morrison myth. The truth is, I do not support bringing any more people within the village of Bolton simply because our services and infrastructure cannot support this type of growth. Because I had the courage to stand up, I have suffered ridicule, innuendo, and rumors. This manipulation occurred in order to distract people from what really took place regarding the issue of growth. Well, enough is enough. The people of Caledon deserve better. Here is what Caledon will get with Annette Groves as mayor. A comprehensive plan to control growth. This isn't rocket science. It's what communities right across Ontario are doing each and every day, except Caledon. This has to stop. As a politician, I am not afraid of accountability. My stance on growth has been absolutely consistent. Make the process fair for everyone and undertake proper studies as part of a professional planning process to be followed by council. To me, growth represents job creation, prosperity, a stronger economy, and a brighter future for our children. I have fought hard to remove the politics from our planning process, and in return, my true intentions have been manipulated by those with other agendas. As your mayor, I will lead our town through a comprehensive planning process that sets clear rules for development and protects our rural and agricultural heritage. Respect for our taxpayers. We must find ways to freeze taxes for everyone, but especially the ridiculous taxation on our seniors who are barely making ends meet with a pension. Our town is facing record taxation and record debt, the likes of which has never been seen before. In fact, in 7 short years, we have gone from first to worst in the eyes of our neighbors. In 2001, the town of Caledon sold its hydro assets for $54 million. The proceeds from the sale were meant to be used for reserves to protect us from unforeseen circumstances and for much-needed infrastructure improvements. In just 7 years, under our current mayor's leadership, there's approximately $1 million left in the hydro reserves, with no clear understanding of what happened to the other $53 million. As such, today, we have an $88 million infrastructure deficit, which our reserves could have assisted us with. To make matters worse, not only have the reserves been depleted, but the town has gone recently in debt with the region of Peel to the tune of $5 million on top of existing debt which is in the millions of dollars. Our taxpayers have experienced a 63% accumulated increase since our current mayor first took office in 2003. Just ask yourself, are your municipal services 63% better? This is a shameful legacy which no one should be proud of. As your mayor, I will put a stop to double-digit tax increases, open the books to the public, and restore our town's financial base. Transportation planning and road use. Under our current mayor's leadership, the town of Caledon is becoming the trucking terminal of the GTA, and no one wants to speak up for the damage this is doing to our neighborhoods. To the contrary, our current mayor continues to invite trucking companies with their massive terminals to take over our local streets. The residents of Valleywood have been trying for years to get their concerns heard as the 410 extension marches forward, and our current mayor was nowhere to be found. When the highway design came to council, I demanded a recorded vote and was the only elected representative who voted against it because of the safety dangers it poses for local residents. To avoid the threat of endangering our families' lives on our roads, we need to have new transportation corridors designated in the east and west ends of town strictly for heavy trucks, and this way we can keep heavy traffic off our residential streets. As your mayor, I will ensure that the community is involved in planning before these huge trucking and logistic companies take over our community. Finally, if I may use one word to sum up this election campaign, that word would be accountability. Far too long, our council has operated unchecked and powerful interest-controlling decisions behind closed doors. The current mayor models her style of administration after that of David Miller in the city of Toronto or our neighbor in Vaughan. Top down, closed doors. It's my way or the highway. Well, my friends, this is Caledon, and we do not do business that way. People are tired of games being played and want results from their elected officials, results which bring clear benefits to the community. In the past, and especially during these following weeks leading up to Election Day, you will witness my opponents bring false accusations about me and my character. My friends, these petty games and false accusations are being put out there to distract you from the truth. If you are as tired as I am of higher taxes and very few services in return, and you want to end the politics of fear, please join with me. When you go into the polling booth, please let your conscience guide you. Use your ballot to help you set a new direction and a positive future for Caledon. Thank you once again for taking time out of your busy day to listen to my thoughts on the future of our great community. Some people don't like that I stand up for what I believe in, but I was taught at an early age that if you don't stand up for what you believe in, you stand for nothing. Thank you.